And doing the pitching, it'll be Wandy Rodriguez. He'll be Houston's starter. Steve, let's try and go inside his mind. What's he thinking about against these Dodgers?
A solid starter on the mound in Wandy Rodriguez. He uses that exceptional changeup to neutralize the righties. He'll bust the lefties in and then go to the sweeping slurve to get them out.
Number 9, Dee Gordon.
Now the first pitch. Chased one that time, nothing in one.
Apparently he's looking for something a lot harder than that four-seam fastball. I don't know what else he has because he's way out in front.
Line shot into center field. And he's on. First batter up. That could be a good sign offensively. Now, let's see what Don Mattingly's got in the lineup today. So, who are you looking at, John?
Well, there's nothing in Andre Ethier's game that jumps out at you and says, wow, he's the best at it. But he does everything equally as well. He can hit home runs. He can drive in runs. He's a very good defender in right field with an above-average arm. A lot of things Andre Ethier can do to help your team win.
This is what you want. You've got speed on first base, tie ball game. You have to do what you can to get him in scoring position. Let's see if they get him going.
Wandy Rodriguez delivers the strike. It's 0-2.
But one of the more difficult pitches to hit in all of baseball is that backdoor breaking ball. When you see a breaking ball leave a pitcher's hand, you're expecting it to break down and in towards you. But this one stayed out on the outside part of the plate. And what a great pitch and a pretty feeble swing.
A chance to check out the Astros defense. Not on the field like this.
Now this defense ranked in the bottom 5 in the National League, and it's a real problem for this club because once you make these kinds of mistakes, you can...
There's a swing and a shot. High, deep, straightaway center field. He makes the catch. What a jump.
Now batting for the Los Angeles Dodgers.
Andre Ethier at the plate with a runner on first.
Andre Ethier.
Rodriguez with the delivery. Back up the middle. But he recovers in time, makes the play. Good work. Wandy Rodriguez has some great work on the mound. Works his...
For the Houston Astros.
And it's Carlos Lee who will lead it off.
45, Carlos Lee.
Kershaw with a windup. Slider just misses. 1-0.
Boy, he's got such great rotation on that slider. It's just unbelievable depth to that pitch.
The 1-0 now. Swing and a miss. Lee can't make contact there. Count even. When you got a slider pitcher, his greatest fear is that thing just sits there. This one doesn't.
Well, you got to stay on top of the ball and really pull it through, but he does it so very well.
And here's a called strike at the letters, and it's 1-2.
Well, that's a pitch a lot of guys can do some damage on, but unfortunately, the pitcher gets the strike. The hitter couldn't swing the bat.
This is in the air, straight away left. That's one away.
Shifted the outfielder to the left. He hit it to left, and he's out.
Bogusevic now comes to the plate. Lifetime going 2 for 8 against the Dodgers. And Kershaw's pitch, looked at it, first strike, 0-1.
Well, the Dodgers last year, 3 games over 500 at Dodger Stadium, but not the typical home field advantage we see them enjoy at Chavez Ravine.
Plays off that fastball, and it's 0-2. You know that dip in the Dodgers' home field advantage partly reflected in the stands. Which came first, I don't know, Steve, but there were a lot of empty seats.
It's not a trend I expect to continue, though. They have good, deep pitching. They need to score a few more runs, but that fan base is certainly still there.
There's a swing and contact. This one to Kemp. That's 2 gone.
For the Houston Astros, shortstop, 12, Jed Lowry.
And it's Lowry batting. Kershaw with a windup. Fastball misses away. 1-0. Curveball just misses. Falls behind 2-0.
Well, you want to start this pitch outside. The curveball is better when it's away from the hitter to break out of the zone, but it never had a chance of being a strike.
Slider bends in for the strike. 2-1.
Well, you throw that breaking pitch up and in, it's dangerous because a lot of times the hitter will open up giving on the pitch. That's the one pitch he has left to hit, but he got away with one there.
Picked up by Loney. And he'll step on first to retire the side. And they're unable to make any noise here in this half inning. And James Loney stands in.
Number 7. James Loney.
And a swinging strike on the first pitch by Rodriguez. 0-1.
Well, if he wants a strikeout, he's going to the curveball. It's one of those ones he could break down in the dirt. He gets so many swings on it, but he's got to trust his catcher.
That swung on, hit on the ground. One away. We don't see many pitchers, Steve, what we're talking about here, where their best pitch is that big breaking curveball.
Well, I tell you, that's why they teach young kids in the minor leagues. They teach all of them how to throw a curveball because it is a put-away pitch.
And there's a swing and a ball hit well. Deep, straightaway center field. Back. And he drops back to the warning track to pull it in. For Wandy Rodriguez, the better the team is, the more he's going to shine. He gets it done, just needs a little support.
Well, you're right. Again, the 11-11 record for Wandy Rodriguez doesn't justify the 3.49 ERA. He pitched better than his record, and I think if he got the kind of run support and help, he'd be a big winner.
Hit in the air to center field. And he's there to retire the side. And a good half inning there, gone in short. There it is in the batter's box. He'll get things going here in the third.
Jimmy already.
Ball.
And Kershaw with the inside pitch. That's called a ball. Now the 1-0 pitch. Called strike away, and it's even at 1.
In order to throw that fastball away from the hitter, you have to get great extension out in front. Nice job of pitching.
He sends this one in the air towards center. And that one will be down, and Houston's on with their first hit.
Well, a good start to this inning, but let's see if the guys behind him, after he starts out this inning with the single, can follow up and finish this inning off with some runs.
And in the batter's box, it's Castro. To right center, Kemp will field. One away now.
At the plate for the Houston Astros, pitcher number 51.
It's going to be Rodriguez now. I think with one out here, Steve, we might see him bunt.
Well, with the pitcher coming up, I think you have to expect they're going to sacrifice him over.
Drops down a bunt. Play to Uribe. And a good throw gets him 2 down.
Houston Astros.
Now, to be a successful pitcher, you have to be able to pitch. He fields your position, but you also have to handle the bat, and that's what he did right there.
Now, that number 9 spot, Steve, a lot of people say that's just a waste. That's an automatic out. That's how you... A swing and a fly ball to left center field. That'll do it as they put that one away. Another nice inning. Good work by Clayton Kershaw. It's going to be Ellis now. He's our first batter, home half of the third inning.
Ellis.
Rodriguez with the delivery. Foul! That one fouled off by Ellis. Oh and 1. Rodriguez kicks and delivers. Ellis hits this one. Lowry picks it up. Retiring Ellis.
Routine ground ball to short. He makes it look routine. Retires another.
It's Kershaw at the plate.
Well, just a season to forget in 2011 for this Astros team. The worst record in baseball by a comfortable margin. A full 50 games under 500.
The catch, and he has it for the second out. That season for Houston, 106 losses. The last time a team topped that, Steve, Arizona in 04.
Well, I guess the good news is that, look, there's nowhere to go but up. You've got some changes. You're going to grow and develop some players and start to rebuild what is a proud franchise.
And in the batter's box, it's Gordon. Had a base hit his last time up. Strike started off the at-bat 0-1.
Gary, he gets a little over-anxious at the plate when the count goes to 0-1, so look for them maybe to expand the strike zone and get him to chase something.
Swing, a little line drive towards the middle, and there's the third out. So Wandy Rodriguez gets him 3 up, 3 down.
Coming to bat for the Houston
Altuve at
Astros.
the plate, flew out last time.
Number 27, Jose Altuve.
The first pitch. Swing, liner, back up the middle. That one gets through for a base hit.
Well, you have to think with the speed that's on first base right now that they'll put him in motion to try to make things happen here in this game.
And we're going to see Martinez here. 0 for 1 thus far. Oh, there he goes for second. Strike one. And he is safe at second.
The throw too late right there. He's able to steal second base sliding into the bag.
That's something he's going to try again if he can get that kind of a jump.
You know, Gary, in the replay, he didn't have that much of a leadoff either.
Ooh, he had a dive back in and he just made it. And the 0-1 by Kershaw. Martinez, a ground ball. Picked by Gordon. And that'll retire Martinez.
Well, he got him over. Not exactly the way you want to do it. You'd prefer he hit the ball to the right side, but at least able to advance the runner. Now on third base with less than 2 outs, a sac fly can score.
Swing and a drive, deep left center. Kemp will field. That's the second out. Here comes the runner for the plate. The run scores.
Solid approach at the plate. Did not try to do too much right there. Didn't think he had to swing it and hit out of the ballpark, make contact, and get a run in.
Bo Gasiewicz now comes to the plate. What we're seeing here is just a great push. They've been able to jump out in front here in this ball game. You love to get the other team down early. Fouled away. Foul ball! There's a hard comebacker right through the center. Throws on to first in time to retire the side. The fourth sees the offense. They start. And if you're just joining in, Gary Thorne with Steve Phillips and John Crunk bringing you Major League Baseball here on 2K Sports. And it's Mark Ellis at the plate. Over 3 career at-bats, couple of hits off Wandy Rodriguez. And the bottom of the fourth, it starts out with that strike.
Gary, they just have not been able to mount any offense here today. I mean, 1 hit into the 4th inning, and obviously they haven't scored any runs, so they're going to have to change their approach at the plate.
To deep right center. 1 down.
He's retired 10 in a row. The hitters are completely overmatched right now. He's got it all going on.
And Matt Kemp digs in with 1 out.
Well, you know, Matt Kemp was poised for a big season after.
This one's blasted. High, deep, center field. Way back there. Oh, goodbye, home run. And the Dodgers are on the board. And that is just enough. The opportunity to try and continue the momentum as they tied it up.
Oh, happiness now in that Dodger dugout as the offense coming to life. They got things going, Gary.
Ethier the bat on this one. Altuve. 2 away.
Well, he tops that one to second on an easy routine ground ball and taken care of.
So James Loney will try to keep it going. The career batting average just 154 against Wandy Rodriguez. And that's off the bat of Loney. And that's the 3rd out. That'll do it. So they pick up a run on the home run and pull even. We've got a stalemate going in L.A.
Up to the plate for the
And it's Lowry batting. Steve, let's take a look at what he's getting done out there on the mound.
Well, you move the ball around and you have movement on your pitches. It goes a long way. These guys just keep hitting it into the ground.
And it's in there. He's got himself a base hit.
Well, anytime you get your first hitter up in the inning, big things could happen. It opens up a lot of holes in the defense, and it makes it a lot easier to hit for the guys behind you.
Verdi, he's running. Ball. And he is out trying to take second. He got him. Good pitch to throw on, Steve.
Well, he had the fastball, and it was set up in the right spot. He had a quick release to gun down the runner.
The 1-0 pitch. Smashes that one towards the shortstop. And it's got the play by Gordon.
This ball is absolutely scorched at the shortstop. He doesn't even have to move to get the out.
And in the batter's box, it's Castro. Here's a swing and a ground ball. And Gordon is there. Throws on to first. Side is retired. How about that? Only needed 4 pitches to set down the guys. Tremendous. But we're still tied here in Los Angeles. And it's Sands batting.
Number 47.
Here's the first pitch. Hit in the air to center field. And he'll put that one away for out number 1.
Third base.
And in the batter's box, it's Uribe. Last time up, threw out. Here it comes. Cut on and missed as he was loading up. 0-1.
Well, the Dodgers offered up a hefty sum for Juan Uribe's services last year, but it just didn't work out for them or Uribe as he really struggled in Dodger blue.
0-1. Rodriguez kicks and delivers. Up the middle. Altuve. That's 2 gone.
For the Los Angeles Dodgers.
It's going to be Ellis now. 1 for 4 in his career against the Astros. Here's the first one. There's a ground ball. Lowry picks it up. Throws on to first in time to retire the side. No runs, no hits. It's going to be Rodriguez now.
Number 51.
It's been an absolute treat here, Gary, watching Kershaw perform. He's a maestro.
What's he doing to start? Headed for the middle. And Ellis picks it up. And that'll set down Rodriguez.
Center fielder, number 1.
Schaefer into the batter's box. 0 for 2 thus far. First pitch on the way. Grounded up the middle. And Gordon is there. And the throw pulls him off the bag. He is safe.
Second base, number 20.
Altuve at the plate. So far, 1 for 2 off Kershaw.
You know, he might want to go to the four-seam fastball again, but after the hit he gave up the last time, you may want to wait till the right time in the count to go there.
Yeah, and that single he had last time didn't drive anyone in. However, he showed he can hit him and is looking to get something in the gap to bring home the guy on first.
Fouled off. Swing and a miss. Struck him out with a breaking ball. 2 down.
81 miles per hour and a big old breaker.
Well, sometimes you get fooled so badly, there's just nothing else you can do but hope and pray that you put the ball in play, hopefully foul, to get another pitch to hit.
And we're going to see Martinez here. Changing the eye level of hitters is such a key component. Here we can see the breakdown of how this guy has been mixing locations.
And a look at his inside edge shows he usually throws down and in on hitters more frequently than he's done here.
You know, right now I think he should be trying his best to come in hard at the hands. Keep the hitters honest, try to speed up their bat, which will allow him to go away later in the game, but he's got to give them different looks.
He looks at that fastball, called strike, 2-1. And Kershaw, too high.
You're playing with fire right there, hanging the breaking ball up in the zone. That's the way you can get hurt.
There's a swing, fly ball down the line and left. He's got it. What a play! And heading to the dugout, Clayton Kershaw. He's allowed just 1 run through 6, and this game is a tight one. And the Dodgers, their turn coming up. it's Kershaw at the plate. He's going to lead off bottom half of the 6th inning. And he starts him out. A swing and a foul off to the right side. Oh and 1. Rodriguez kicks and delivers. Swung on, line softly to the right, and in there. That'll be a base hit for the opposing pitcher. That hurts if you're on the mound. That's going to bring up Dee Gordon.
Gary, you may have surprised yourself right there. Good piece of hitting by the pitcher. Hey, nothing like giving yourself a little offensive support.
He flew out his last time up. A smash between short and third. Catch is made.
Boy, it's different when you're playing third base. It's one thing if the ball comes at you fast and you're a hitter because you expect it. It's hard to read it off the bat. You have to have great reactions. That's a great play.
There's a runner on for Mark Ellis. The right center. And that gets down almost with a single. So that will put Matt Kemp on the hot seat.
A perfect situational hitting. This is exactly the time you want to go the other way.
And what we're talking about is taking the ball where it's pitched. It's outside, go the other way. And a home run back in the 4th inning. Runners on first and second with 1 out. Rodriguez with the delivery. This one's pretty well hit to deep left center. And Martinez. And he gets over to take care of business. With that, they'll hold the runners at first and second.
Well, he keeps the runners right where they are, so now it's just an out away from working his way out of danger and keeping this game tied.
2 out, 2 on. It's Andre Ethier. Grounded out his last time through. This one swung on, hit down the line and right. Rolling into the corner. That's going to be extra bases. And he scores, and they take the lead.
Now the pitcher left this one over the middle part of the plate, right where the hitter can make contact. Good piece of hitting.
Boy, with the run scoring there, that's a pretty fat pitch in an RBI situation.
Keep the rally going.
RBI chance goes to James Loney. Now you always hope you can get this offense going late in the ballgame. They have, and they've got a lead. Back up the middle. And Rodriguez gets to it. And he throws on to first. That'll retire the side. And heading to the dugout, Wandy Rodriguez. He's pitching well and deep into this ballgame, but they trail. L.A. with the lead, 2-2.
Now up to the plate.
And it's Carlos Lee who will lead it off. He brings an 0 for 2 to the plate against Kershaw. There's a swing, line drive, center field. And that's going to be a base hit. Tying run is on.
Now up to the plate.
Well, that's the start this team needed. Get that first guy in the inning up, get him on base, and let's see if they can bring him around to score.
It's nice to have somebody coming off the bench that can run a little bit. He can come in and pinch run, or he can get a rally started and potentially score a big run in a situation.
Kershaw with a windup. There's a bullet towards third, and he's on. That's the go-ahead run.
Well, what an at-bat right there. You know, you're talking about a guy coming off the bench cold. It's one of the toughest things to do in all of baseball, and he made it look easy.
And it's Lowry batting. 1 for 2 in the ballgame. Runners at first and second. Nobody out. And here's the first one. And Kershaw with the inside pitch. That's called a ball. Now, to be effective, you've got to mix your pitch types and speed. Here's what we've seen from this pitcher today. What's your take, guys?
Well, guys, I mean, that changeup is the pitch we've seen him throw quite a bit here today. But to me, he's throwing it a little bit too much.
You know, John, you're right. The pitch I'd like to see him utilize more is the two-seam fastball. Get some movement on it and try to get it off the center of the bat.
Good-looking fastball. Called the ball, though, 2-1.
Listen, he's not one to get too fancy. 2-1 count. He's going to come with a fastball. I'm betting on it.
Hit hard to second. He snares it. Over to second for one. Loney trying to make it two. It is not in time.
Well, they needed that one. That's the first out. They need to try to limit the damage in this inning and hold on to that lead. Now, you can't blame the manager here. Playing the percentages, bringing in the right-handed hitter against this lefty pitcher. Let's see if it pays off.
This one hit, and a long foul ball down the left side.
Foul!
Low pitch, Kershaw for a ball.
The best curveballs are the ones that start in the strike zone, then fall out of the strike zone. He couldn't get him to fish for that one, though.
Good pitch on the outside corner, 1-2.
It's all about changing speeds, hitting your spots as a pitcher. That curveball down and away, nobody's going to touch that.
Here's a swing and a line drive. And there's one. And Loney is there in a double play. They pick up no runs on 2 hits and strand 1. Dodgers not letting this lead go. We'll have the 6, 7, and 8 hitters coming up next. And it's Sands batting. Let's take a look at how this pitcher has been utilizing his arsenal of pitches.
Look, guys, he has got to mix it up a little bit more.
A swing line to left center. And that gets through for a base hit.
A nice piece of hit right there. You get on base to start the inning with no outs. And all it does is you want to just keep the line moving if you're the guys behind you.
And in the batter's box, it's Uribe. Grounded out his last time up. And a swinging strike on the first pitch by Rodriguez. 0-1.
It's hard to get the kind of action you want on a two-seam fastball up in the zone, but his location away caused it to be effective anyways.
Swings and grounds this one foul, wide of third. He's running, heading for second. Got him there. That was a nice strikeout. They got him in a pickle. Oh, boy, this is getting ugly quick.
Well, great job to get him out right there. They put the steal on trying to get second base, but the defense did its job.
It's good. Going to be Ellis now. Steve, let's take a look at those numbers off the mound.
How's he doing it? Well, he's doing it with that movement, location, velocity. He's got it all going on here, and they're just pounding him right into the ground.
0-1. Rodriguez kicks and delivers. And Ellis, another foul ball. Rodriguez with the delivery. Ellis hits this one. Downs. Throws to first in time. That's 3 down. So no runs on 1 hit and nobody left on. The Dodgers 2. Houston 1. And Sanchez is batting.
With the bases empty, there's nobody to drive in. He has to get on base and hope the guys behind him in the lineup can come up big as well.
And Kershaw's pitch, looked at it, first strike, 0-1.
Boy, he's got such great rotation on that slider. It's just unbelievable depth to that pitch.
And Sanchez will watch that up high. When you got a slider pitcher, his greatest fear is that that thing just sits there. This one doesn't.
Well, you got to stay on top of the ball and really pull it through, but he does it so very well.
Watches that fastball go by, and now he's at 1-2.
Look here, I think they got to look at anything they can. If there's an inside pitch, get hit by the pitch, get on base, you're the tying run. If you can, lay down a bunt for a base hit. Hit one in the gap, think about going for 2, put yourself in scoring position.
A ball there as Kershaw misses. Now the 2-2. Swing and a chopper to the second baseman. picked by Gordon. And so Sanchez retired. Not even time, first base out.
Now let's see it again. Does the ball beat him for the bag? It sure does. Good call. Well, not hard to understand this one, Gary. You're going to bring in the pinch hitter for the pitcher. Hopefully a guy who can come up with a big hit.
And Kershaw's pitch, looked at it, first strike, 0-1.
One out right here in the 8th inning. Obviously a critical time of the game right now as we're getting short. Offensively, they need extra bases. They
hit in the air to left center.
Now
2 away.
For the Houston Astros, center fielder, the 1.
Schaefer into the batter's box. 0 for 3 to this point. Now the first pitch. And a check swing here. They say he didn't go around. There'll be an appeal to third. No, he did not. And the check swing worked. He'll continue his at-bat. A shot up the middle. Dive. Ellis up with it. Throw. Got him. That is one heck of a play. And a good defensive half inning. 3 up, 3 down. Dodgers not letting this lead go. It's Kershaw at the plate. He's going to lead off the home half of the 8th.
This is a good move right here. You're bringing in the better defensive player. Defense helps you win games.
And that's going to bring up Juan Rivera. He'll be the pinch hitter.
Now being brought in now to hit for the pitcher. Hopefully he can get a base hit and see if they can increase this lead.
Swing and a bouncer up the middle. Picks it up. One away now.
For the Los Angeles Dodgers, shortstop, number 9.
So with one down, it'll be D. Gordon.
And surprise, surprise, D. Gordon wasn't supposed to get called up. Going to take another full season of minor league ball to get him prepared for 2012. Here he comes up and does a heck of a job.
We're talking about D. Gordon. There's one great fan watching out there who knows what it's like. Tom Gordon is his dad, one of the all-time great relievers in baseball.
Well, his dad was known as Flash Gordon, and the way this kid runs, Flash fits for him as well. 24 stolen bases in just over 50 games. He's got speed to burn. He's got to get on base to use it, though.
You're out. Swung on, missed, curveball, struck him out, 2 down.
And clocked at 79 on K-Cam, and pretty decent movement on that breaking ball.
It's going to be Ellis now. Trying to get here, just 1 for 3 thus far. The pitch. Here's a swing and a liner to left center. And he gets that one down. His second hit. 2 for 4 today.
Well, sometimes you don't think much of a 2-out hit, but if they can continue to capitalize and push another run across, they can extend their slim lead.
Now Matt Kemp. That's hit foul by Kemp. Here's the pitch. And it's 0-2. Kemp will be careful. They'll try and K him.
He likes to try to make contact 0-2 and not get struck out, so that means you can't throw anything too close to the plate right here.
He swings and drives this one. That'll do it as they put that one away. No runs on a hit, and they'll... Altuve at the plate. Struck out swinging last time. And not on the mound, we've got Mike McDougal. He comes in to close for Los Angeles.
This is where the manager earns his money. Let's see if this move pays off.
There's a swing and contact. This one to Kemp.
Coming to bat.
One away.
We're out here in the ninth inning, and obviously in a situation where you're looking for outs. You can't allow somebody to score, but if you can get it out, do what you need to get it.
And we're going to see Martinez here. He'll be seeking his first hit right here. Starts him out with a fastball for a strike. Looks at that curveball. That's a strike. He's behind 0-2. Swing and a drive. Deep left center. Now it's 2 away.
Now we're counting down right here. They got 1 out left in this game. I think offensively, you're hoping for that long ball, but you'll take anything. Give a base runner. Get somebody on.
And Carlos Lee to bat. Drove in a run earlier in the game. 0-1 count as that started off with a strike.
Down, down, down. It's all about location. That breaking ball down in the zone makes it very difficult on the hitter. Foul ball!
And that one is a fly ball. This could do it. What a grab by Ethier.
Well, they treated the hometown crowd to a phenomenal.
The pitching, Bronson Arroyo. He'll be on display in our game. The hometown advantage. It will go to the Cincinnati Reds, and they're off. Get a chance to look at what Charlie Manuel's thinking lineup-wise. John, who do we keep an eye on?
Well, Jimmy Rollins is getting old for a shortstop. He's still a great player, though. He can still steal bases.
Leadoff hitter Jimmy Rollins will get us started.
For the Philadelphia Phillies, shortstop, number 11, Jimmy Rollins.
Arroyo with a pitch. Line shot into center field. And the leadoff man's on board. You love the offense when it gets going that way. And the throw. He makes it to second base. Got a chance to check out the Reds here. Let's look at their defense. Highlights, John, from these fielders.
Well, one of the most athletic infielders in all of baseball, Brandon Phillips. Not only can he make the routine play, which he does so adeptly, but he can be one of the flashiest players in all of baseball. He'll throw it behind his back. He'll throw it between his legs. Either way he does it, the job gets done, and most of the time, the hitter is out.
And that one outside. Victorino lays off. 273, the lifetime number off Cincinnati. And that's a ball. He watches the inside pitch from Arroyo.
Well, a good pitch right there. He tried to get one in on his hands, but he just missed, though, in off the plate. Great pitch.
That curveball has him looking, and now it's 2-2.
Now he struggles with the changeup with 2 strikes, Gary. I'm going to pull the string right here.
And Victorino watches that one inside for a ball.
A pitch like that just locks the hitter up when it's in on the hands.
Arroyo from the belt with a full count. Line drive. And he gets to it.
That's a huge out right there. You think maybe you're not going to get to it, and he's able to make a tremendous play on it, Gary.
And Chase Utley will be looking to drive something in here.
Well, I don't think Chase Utley has another 162-game season in him, but if he does, there's no reason to think that he can't reestablish himself as the elite hitting second baseman in the National League.
Rollins on at second. There's a strike from Arroyo. Now 0-1. For Utley, if he's able to get the games in, every time he's had 150 games or more, he's had 30 or more home runs, John.
Yeah, and it's been so many seasons since he's played 150, though. You have to wonder if that's in him anymore. He looked good in 103 games he played in 2011, even though he was still dealing with that knee injury.
Strike 3, swung on by Utley and no luck.
You know what I like about this is on 0-2, he didn't mess around. He didn't try to nibble to get him chase off the plate. He goes right at him and just gets the strikeout.
Runner at second. Here's Ryan Howard standing in. He's picked up 4 hits, 11 lifetime ABs off Arroyo. Slider stays inside. 1 ball, no strikes. Ready with a 1-0. There's a swing and a liner towards the gap in left field. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And Rollins comes in. So he's aboard on the error. And more importantly, a run scores. Runner on here for Hunter Pence. Sliders in there for a called strike.
This is where you want to go with the breaking ball, to the outside corner. Paint the black. Get the call. The hitter gave up on it. He got the pitch he wanted.
Arroyo with a pitch. And Hunter Pence misses. That's strike 3. Nice way to get things started in this one. Philadelphia leads it 1-0. It's going to be Vance Worley on the mound. He'll get the start for Philadelphia. And Steve, as he gets into the Cincinnati lineup, what are we expected to see?
A chance to see Vance Worley right here, a young guy who had great success in 2011, a real pitcher. He understands to pitch the contact and be efficient to keep the hitters off balance.
And so Phillips retired.
Number 2.
Here's the offensive lineup for the Reds. Now, John, anyone in particular we should keep an eye on?
Well, even though Scott Rolen's up there in years, you still watch him play the game of baseball, and you see one of the smartest players you will find. Probably the best base runner in the game, but the way he goes about his business, he knows he's not going to be a 30-homer guy. So what he does is he tries to spray the ball over the field, hit the ball in gaps, and drive in key runs when the opportunities present themselves.
Worley sets and throws. He makes contact. Line drive. Base hit. Gets it down. That's our first hit of the game for these guys. He's going to try to stretch it. We'll take a quick look at how Philadelphia lines up on the diamond defensively. John, keeping an eye on anyone?
Well, Chase Utley was brought in here for his bat. He made the major leagues as a hitter. He had to work really hard to become a very, very good second baseman. When he first came up, he was a defensive liability. Now, he's one of the stalwarts in the middle infield.
Joey Votto at the plate, runner in scoring position.
Well, when you win 102 games in a season like they did in 2011, the Phillies beat up on everybody, including the National League Central, in which they went 27-16.
Ooh, this one is hit deep by Votto. And goodbye, the home run for the Reds. They are on the board.
Now batting for the Cincinnati Reds.
Great turnaround for them. A 2-run homer. They lead by 1. Bruce at the plate. Regarding that Phillies record, at one point in the second half, they had knocked off 12, hit on the ground. And he can't run it down. And it's up against the wall. And he'll stop at second base, and it will be a double.
Well, this is a guy right here that was made to hit fastballs, and that's what he looks for, and that's what he got right there. Put a good swing on it. He knew what to do with it for that double.
And it's Scott Rowland in the box now. 322 lifetime against the Phillies. Worley sets and throws. This one swung on and driven hard. 2 away. Bruce towards third.
Now batting for the Cincinnati Reds, center fielder, number 6.
So Drew Stubbs will try and keep it going. Bruce the lead at second. Takes a swing at that fastball. Can't connect. 0-1.
Well, he recognized that two-seamer. It seemed like his timing was right there, but he tried to turn on it and just came up empty.
Back there in deep left center. And that gets down. That should bring Bruce home. And Bruce comes home. A little warm-up action going in the bullpen. That's a right-hander up and throwing.
Well, they're going to wait for the right-handed hitter on deck to get announced, and then they'll probably make the move to the pen.
Leave a pitch over the center of the plate like that, you're going to pay for it.
No doubt about it. Big leaguers take advantage of those kinds of mistakes.
And Heisey's got the bat ready to go. Steve, we've seen them continue to charge it up at the plate, and it doesn't look like they're going to be stopped.
Well, it's a nice job here, jumping out in front early. Getting that production really helps change the...
Swings, and there's a drive. Very high, very deep, right center field. Oh, what a catch. He robs him of a homer.
What a remarkable play. Great athleticism on display right there. It's going to make a big difference in how this inning plays out.
So a difficult inning for Vance Worley. He's been hit out of the park once today. Glad you're with us this afternoon. Some fans bundled up in their jackets. A little chilly. And Mayberry batting. Swings, clobbers it deep. Left center field. Out of here. A home run. Excellent job with a big fly ball. Now they trail by only one.
You know what? The Phillies could not let the opposition run away from them. They've creeped themselves back into this game. Let's see what happens here.
He gets Polanco to swing. Strike one. Great production, Steve. The long ball changes the complexion of a game so often.
It sure does. You know, with this kind of power, you can catch up quickly.
Strike two, and Bronson Arroyo gives himself some room to work.
There's two quick strikes. Now he's ahead 0-2. Let's see if he goes out of the zone to see if he can get the hitter to chase.
That swung on, hit on the ground. Cozart. One away.
For the Philadelphia Phillies, number 50.
And Ruiz settles in.
I think it's an understatement to say that Great American Ballpark is a homer-friendly ballpark. And it's been the case since 2003, and the Reds took advantage of it last year, hitting more home runs at home than any other National League team.
Ball one started off the at-bat. It's 1-0. All those home runs Steve was talking about for the Reds at home still translated into just a 42-39 home record, John.
Yeah, and having players like Joey Votto, Jay Bruce, and Brandon Phillips in that lineup last year ensured that the Reds were going to get their fair share of long balls in this ballpark.
1-1 pitch. And that's taken outside for a ball two, one strike count. Career 2-for-5 hitter off Bronson Arroyo.
Here we go, Ron.
Here's a swing and a fly ball to right center. Bruce will field. And he gets over and grabs it with the left.
Number 49, Vance Worley.
It'll be Worley now at the plate. Swing and a bouncer up the middle. And Phillips picks it up. Throws to first in time. That's 3 down. Well, they chip away, grabbing an important run with that solo big fly. The Phillies trying to get back into contention in this one.
for the Cincinnati Reds.
And we've got Hannigan here standing in.
Number 29.
Well, let's take a moment here to see the breakdown of the pitches that have yielded hits.
Well, guys, the slider's the pitch you notice. It's been hit twice already.
And that pitch is the only pitch that anybody has hit here. But hey, we're only in the second inning, so he's going to need to be at least aware that this lineup may be keying in on something, or he might be tipping that pitch.
Mazzaracco at the plate. He'll be the pinch hitter.
Well, in this situation, coming into the game a little bit cold, you're going to do anything you can to get on base. You need base runners.
Number 61.
It's going to be Arroyo. Swung on, grounded towards the hole. And he steps on first. That's the second out.
Second baseman. Number 4.
Brandon Phillips, 2 down. His career average 257 lifetime off the Phillies. First pitch on the way. That one lofted in the air. This one to Victorino. And that's out number 3. Amazingly fast inning. Outs here coming. And it's Jimmy Rollins in the box now. First time up. You got a nice double that came off for Royal.
Well, I've seen the off-speed pitch once already. Seemed to pick it up early. If he goes back to it in this at-bat, I would think he's got to make sure that it's down and away in a zone where he can't drive it.
There's a ground ball. And Phillips picks it up. 1 down.
For the Philadelphia Phillies, center fielder, number 8.
There's one away. Shane Victorino standing in.
Well, another strong year for Victorino, 2011. He wasn't the demon he was on the base pass he was the year before, but still came close to being a 2020 player.
Nice reflexes there to keep that one under control. That one was in the dirt. And in talking about Victorino, 17 home runs, 19 stolen bases, and remember, only 132 games.
Yeah, and there's no doubt in my mind that the way he's progressing power-wise, just by learning the pitchers and playing in a very hitter-friendly ballpark in Citizens Bank, he'll hit that 2020 mark before his career's over.
Fastball called strike 2 and 1. He's hitting .333 lifetime off Bronson Arroyo. Taps this one foul off to the left. And Victorino watches that one inside for a ball. Let's take a look at how this pitcher has been utilizing his arsenal of pitches.
Well, the one thing I think compared to what we normally see from him.
Swinging a chopper to the second baseman. And Votto picks it up. Not in time. He is safe and on. And that's going to bring Chase Utley to the plate.
The pitcher makes a great pitch right here. Had him way out in front of this ball, but he gets just enough a piece of it to put it in play. And with that speed, he just beats it out.
Struck out swinging his last time up. Line drive fouled off towards first. Arroyo sends the 0-1 pitch. And he fouls another one off. Foul ball! Here it comes. Foul ball! And Utley around another foul ball.
But when a pitcher throws a pitch out there 0-2, you're expecting him to get a ground out or a strikeout. But this guy just reaches out, puts it in play, defensive swing to keep this thing going.
Utley, a battle at the plate, fouling off pitches. That one is hit well. Stubbs there. That's 2 gone.
At the plate for the Philadelphia Phillies, first baseman.
And that'll give Ryan Howard the chance with a runner on. See if he's getting balls or strikes here. Let's take a look.
Well, the 0-1 count means a lot in this game, and obviously we've seen it. 5 guys retired after he's gone 0-1 in the count.
And this at bat already 0-1. First pitch was a strike. Career average 276 against the Reds. Arroyo couldn't find the strike zone with that one.
The scouting reports indicate when the count is 1-1, he's really aggressive. So I'm being
swing, hot shot, gets down. The go-ahead runs on base. Victorino's heading for third.
At the plate.
What a great opportunity here for the Phillies.
Right fielder, number 3, Hunter, 10.
The best hitters in the game use the whole field. You have to be able to go the other way, even when the pitch is over the heart of the plate.
Ball.
That's what he does right there.
Guys prolong their career, not with power, but with base hits that are hit that way. Pence watches it for a strike. Arroyo with the pitch. A line drive towards the hole, and Rolen makes the catch. So no runs, 2 hits, and
Plate for the Cincinnati Reds.
and we've got Cozart batting. He's our
Number
first
2.
batter, home half of the 3rd inning.
Cozart.
And starts him out here. This one swung on, hit down the line and right. And that one is in there, his 2nd hit today. He's going to try and test him here. That's going to bring Joey Votto up.
Well, that's the start this team needed. Get that first guy in the inning up, get him on base, and let's see if they can bring him around to score.
Homered back in the 1st inning. Here's the first pitch. Ooh, this one is hit deep by Votto. Goodbye, home run, Cincinnati. What an offensive thrust. A little distance now, increasing their lead 1-3.
At the plate.
Well, how can you argue with what Cincinnati's been doing right here? Good offensive approach. Now they've expanded the lead.
Swung on by Bruce. He got it. Goodbye, home run. So the lead now stands at 4. A solo home run, pushing them out in front a little further.
Well, this is the right move. You had to get the starter out of there, Gary. I mean, he didn't have his good stuff today, but now the bullpen's going to have to step up and see if they can't come back in the game.
Now we talk about a game of production, Steve. The home run, the runs, they are piling up in this game and so early.
And that's why they really need to get this offense shut down now, or this game could get out of control.
So, with nobody out, he's on board.
Center fielder. Number 6. Drew Stokes.
They tried to go down with that 0-1 pitch, but it gets blasted right back for the base hit.
But the way he went after that in the box, Steve, it looked like he might have been guessing down there.
Well, I'll tell you what, you have to make contact behind in the count. He got a pitch over the heart of the plate and took advantage of it.
This one into the alleyway should be extra bases. And here's Rolen going to try to score. And he's in there. He scores from first.
Cincinnati Reds.
This lineup's just unbelievable. They found momentum, and they've been able to carry it on and on and on.
Oh, this is great patience at the plate. He lets the ball get deep in on the plate, comes in toward his hands, keeps his hands inside the ball, and drives it the other way.
You make yourself a whole different ball player if you can take the ball the other way, as he just did.
At the plate.
And his throw is in time. First out of the inning.
Number 39.
Mazuranko at the plate. He flew out his last time up. Stubbs on at second. He deals. Fouled away. Foul! And another foul ball. Foul! And a ground ball. Howard. He's up with it. And he steps on first. That's the second out.
Cincinnati Reds.
Well, he gets the man over to third base, but with 2 outs now, it doesn't help much, but at least 90 feet closer to scoring.
It's going to be Arroyo. Grounded out his last time up. On the ground to short. Rollins picks it up. And he throws on to first. That'll retire the side. But not before they tally 4 times, thanks to 2 home runs in the inning. Cincinnati out in front by 5.
Coming to bat.
And Mayberry's batting.
Now, this team depends on Arroyo when he goes out to the mound, and so far, they've got to be happy with what they're getting.
Now, let's take a moment to see how this pitcher has been mixing up his pitches. John, Steve, what do you think about how he's done?
Well, he's trying to work these hitters away. The problem is he hasn't had much command in this one, and he's missing a lot more outside than he's accustomed to.
Oh, and he lays off the fastball. Good pitch, 1-1. Had a 1-for-1 so far against Arroyo.
But maybe you got to go with the breaking ball out of the zone. He got a hit on it last time. You just don't want to lay it in there again and give him another chance to drive it.
Frozen on the changeup, and it's 1-2 now.
On this 1-2 count, the batter has to protect the plate. The numbers indicate he's willing to chase if you throw it out of the zone.
Big swing and a miss on a heater. Strike him out, 1 down.
Not much movement to speak of. It's just 88 miles per hour.
And I think last couple of pitches he faced, it didn't seem like he was ready for that fastball.
Yeah, he got some off-speed pitch the previous pitch, but you should be able to expect to get the bat on that heater, especially with 2 strikes.
So with 1 down, we'll see Placido Polanco. 364 lifetime number against Bronson Arroyo.
Yeah, and he just has nothing to fool him with, Gary. Every time he sees him, he gets the good part of the bat on the ball.
No, he did not, so he will continue this at bat. The 1-0 now. And Polanco watches that one outside. Here's the pitch. That one fouled off by Polanco. Lays off that fastball. It's a called strike, 2-2. And it's fouled off. And Polanco looking at strike 3. He goes down.
Well, when you establish the inside part of the plate, it opens up the outside part of the plate. He goes with the curveball and gets the strikeout.
And Ruiz settles in. Very solid lifetime. 323 average off Cincinnati. First pitch to him. Hit in the air to center field. And that's a base hit. Ruiz on board.
Well, with that big 2-out hit right there in this inning, you know the manager's in there telling him, let's not let him breathe. Let's not let him get that 3rd out. Let's score before this inning's over.
And it's Kendrick batting. Kendrick, foul ball. Oh! Strike 2, and Bronson Arroyo gives himself some room to work. Pitch on the way. Curveball in there for a called strike 3, side retired. Bronson Arroyo, there's some nice work. Through 4 innings.
Coming to bat for the Cincinnati Reds.
And so Brandon Phillips leading it off. Blew out last time.
Brandon Phillips.
And Ruiz is calling for the pitch. A swing line to left center. And that'll put Phillips on first.
Now coming to bat.
Well, a great job right there by the first hitter in this inning to get on base. And you know, a lot of big innings are started with that first guy getting on. You have 1 or 2 big innings in a game, and that can be the difference in the outcome.
And we've got Cozart batting. Singleton scored his last time around. Here we go. Here's the first pitch. That one goes foul. Oh, and 1 offering. Kendrick. That's it. Pretty well down the line and left. He heads all the way back to the warning track and gets the out.
Now coming to bat for the Cincinnati Reds. First baseman.
And it's Joey Votto with the plate. What a way.
A dominant year for Joey Votto in all regards in 2011. Led his team in batting average and RBIs, but couldn't meet the same production he had in the home run department.
Phillips will lead at first. Now the first pitch. Smashes that one towards the shortstop. And he gets it down. That's his 3rd hit, 3 for 3. Fantastic chance here. And that point about power for Votto. 37 home runs in 2010, down to 29 last year, John.
Yeah, and a lot of what he did in 2010 was going to be very difficult for him to match. You have to remember, a new respect goes out to the guy who wins an MVP. Didn't get pitched the same to as he did in 2011 as he did in 2010.
This one to Victorino. Didn't have a problem getting over. Phillips going towards third.
Now coming to bat for the Cincinnati Reds.
2 out and 2 on. Here's Scott Rowland. He singled his last trip.
Scott Rowland.
And here's the first one. Swing and lined up the middle. Gets another one down. That'll score a run.
Now coming to bat.
There's not much surprise right there, Gary, that he got that hit. I mean, the pitch is right down the middle. You see it so well when that pitch is down the center of the plate. Great timing, great piece of hitting.
So Drew Stubbs will try and keep it going. And there's a swing, and that one's hit on the ground. And Votto comes in to score.
Now coming to bat for the Cincinnati
A big two-out hit right there. That's his third hit of the game so far. This man's doing what he has to do to help his team win.
And Heisey's got the bat ready to go. Now this offense is having one of those days. Wow, are they putting some numbers up.
Boy, with so many runs.
Up the middle. He gets tagged out right at the plate. Can't make it home. He's gone. So they strike for 5 base hits in the inning and a couple of runs. Cincinnati keeps making hay with this lineup.
up to the plate.
And if you are just coming on board, Gary Thorne, Steve Phillips, John Kruk, as we bring you Major League Baseball here on 2K Sports. And it's Jimmy Rollins. 1 for 2 in the ballgame. And Votto picks it up. Throw will pull him off the bag. He is safe at first. So that brings up Shane Victorino.
For the Philadelphia Phillies.
Things have gone pretty good for him today. A couple of at-bats. One of those ending up with a hit off for Royal.
Well, able to get a hit on the fastball last time around. You've got to.
Here's one hit very well deep. This one's going to be fielded by Stubbs. 1 away now. And they'll hold him at first base.
Stepping up to the plate for the Philadelphia Phillies.
Out to the plate. Here's Chase Utley. Now, this is a kind of an interesting breakdown. You take a look at the pitch types that were thrown that have been hit for a base hit or better.
Well, guys, looking at his four-seam fastball, that pitch has been hit 3 times.
You know, the hits he's given up off of that pitch, I don't think he's going to use it much more as he works his way through the lineup. But overall, you've got to be pleased with how he's competed.
Chase Utley not fooled by that pitch. Count is even. In 13 career at-bats, 5 hits off for Royal. There's a ground ball. And he scoops it up. Gets one at second. Votto completes the 2. So no runs on 1 hit and nobody left on. Cincinnati still ahead.
Up to the plate.
Lazarenko at the plate. He'll get things started. Home half, 5th inning. And the first pitch. There's a swing and a liner. That one gets through for a base hit.
Well, that's hit number 15 and then for that one. And boy, you get 15 hits in a game, the manager can just sit back and relax and watch his team work.
It's going to be Arroyo. What do you think, Steve? A bunt drops down a bunt. And he'll try to make the play. And his throw is in time for out number 1.
For the Cincinnati Reds.
Now listen, pitchers don't hit the ball as well as position players do, but you can still impact the game with productive outs. Good fun.
And boy, will he be happy if that comes around to score.
That's going to make the manager very happy right there.
And Brandon Phillips to bat.
Well, you hear a lot of great stories from Major League Baseball, but to me, the best one was Brandon Phillips surprising a 14-year-old fan by showing up at one of his playoff baseball games.
Here's a swing and a ground ball. Rollins dives. He's up with it. And he gets there in time, and that will be an infield single.
Well, this is unbelievable. I mean, this guy's completely lost it out there. strung together 5 consecutive hits against him. Clearly, he's run out of gas.
And we've got Cozart batting. Last time up, flew out. Swinging a drive, deep left center. 2 down. Here comes the runner for the plate. There's the throw. No, he will not make it. He did not get there in time. They tagged him out before he scored. That's called short work of 3. Took 6 pitches. Reds 9. It's Ryan Howard to lead up. Looking for a little more success last time up. Came away with a single off Arroyo.
And look, he's not the only one.
A line drive toward short. That's one away.
For the Philadelphia Phillies, right fielder.
And it's Hunter Pence in the box now. Here's the first pitch. And that misses for a ball. Now a moment to take a look at how this guy's been throwing in terms of quality strikes.
What stands out is when he's been most successful is when he's hitting the inside and outside corners of the plate. He's keeping the ball out of the middle, and that's where you have success in this league.
That's exactly it. Keep the ball out of the center of the plate. Make it difficult for the hitter to center the ball on the bat.
Swung on. That's going to be hit foul. Long fly ball left side. One-two pitch coming. Swing and a miss, and the fastball second out in the inning.
Gary, he threw a 2-seamer. Here's K-Cam.
15.
Well, he just looked overpowered on those 2 fastballs.
John thought timing that time just didn't seem to be there in the at-bat.
Well, and a strikeout like that will give the pitcher a lot of confidence.
And Mayberry's batting. He homered back in inning number 2. Sliders in there, no balls and a strike. Arroyo with the pitch. Hit up the middle. Oh, my. How did he get out of the way of that? Those are scary.
Now
Placido Polanco coming up.
Well, you're going to have to keep a close eye on this guy at first base. Pay a lot of attention to him because you know he more than likely has the green light. He can go at any time.
0 for 2 thus far. Starts him off with 1 in there for a strike. Lifetime numbers, 313 off the Reds. The pitch. Strike 2. Polanco's got to protect that strike zone.
This pitcher being very aggressive throwing strikes. I think he's going to try to get him to chase.
Tries to saw him off with that one, but he missed. 1 and 2.
Now's the time he goes to the slider. This guy struggles in this situation. It's a good pitch for him.
Strike 3. Placido Polanco swinging and missing. He's out of there. Bronson Arroyo, another solid performance for 3 outs. He's got 7 Ks in this game. And it'll be the Reds coming up next. And Joey Votto to lead it off. He homered back in the 3rd. Here's the first pitch. Ooh, this one is hit deep by Votto. This one comes off the wall.
Well, he just can't figure out a way to get this guy out. That's now 4 hits for him in this game.
Chance to drive in a run for Jay Bruce. He flew out his last time up. Here's the first one. There's a swing, line drive, center field. And in there for a base hit. He's 3 for 4 today. And they bring him home.
Now batting for the
An extra base hit that time. And with that, he needs only a single to complete the cycle. You would think the single would be the easiest one of them all.
Here's Scott Rowland batting with a runner at 3rd. First pitch on the way. Grounded to Polanco. 1 down.
Now batting for the Cincinnati Reds, center fielder, number 6.
Runner over at 3rd, 1 down, Drew Stubbs.
Well, last year, a bit of a coming-out party for Drew Stubbs. Got full-time at-bats and made the most of it, hitting 15 homers and swiping 40 bags. Not much he can't do on a field.
That fastball gets by him on the first pitch, 0-1. We talk about Stubbs, no question, John, the speed, the power there. Strikeouts, though, for someone at the top of the order may be a little high.
He had the dubious distinction of the most strikeouts last season. Sent back to the bench 205 times. Talked to Dusty Baker in the offseason. He said Stubbs needs to work on that, and if he does, he could be an MVP.
Down on strikes there. A nice piece of pitching work. Talk about an RBI denied. That's a pretty good piece of work on the mound.
Now, runner on third base in scoring position, ready to cross home plate and give your team a run. He prevented that with that big strikeout.
And Heisey's got the bat ready to go. Try it again here. Just 1 for 3 thus far. And this is bounced foul to the left side. Line drive. And that one eats him up. But he recovers in time. Makes the play. Good work. Well, I think there's an issue of how much is left in his tank right here. So that bullpen's going to get active.
You know, it's still early in the game, though. So
Score once on 2 hits. 1 man left. Cincinnati keeps making hay with this lineup. What a performance. And Ruiz settles in. Base hit his last time. 1 away.
As the pinch hitter comes into the game now, it officially closes the book on this guy's day.
Arroyo with a pitch. Line drive out of play down the right side. And Pierre, another foul ball. Swing and a line drive. And it's through. Credit Pierre, a single. And that's going to bring Jimmy Rollins to the plate.
Well, what an at-bat right there. You know, you're talking about a guy coming off the bench cold. It's one of the toughest things to do in all of baseball, and he made it look easy. Well, if you're Jimmy Rollins, you have to consider 2011 a success. He's had injuries the previous few seasons, stayed healthy pretty much the entire 2011 campaign.
That one's too low. Arroyo missing. Jimmy Rollins is really one of the heartbeats of that Philadelphia team. That's why having him on the field, avoiding injuries, is so vital to their success.
Oh, there's no question about that. They've got to get him to stay on the field because he's got pop in his bat. He sets the table for the big bats in that lineup. He's one of the best defensive shortstops in the game today.
There's a runner on for Shane Victorino. Last time up, flew out. Here's the pitch. The 0-0 delivery, a fastball taken for a strike. That one is hit well. Stubbs there. And that's out number 3. No runs on a hit, and they'll strand him. Cincinnati 10, Phillies 2.
Now up to the plate.
You're just joining in. I'm Gary Thorne along with John Kruk and Steve Phillips. We bring you Major League Baseball here on 2K Sports. Mesoraco at the plate and a ground ball. Howard. He stops at first. It'll be a single.
Well, this is not what you imagine when you go out to make a pitching change. You bring a guy in from out of the bullpen, and the first hitter he faces, he serves up a hit. Let's see if he can get out of this.
Be Arroyo wearing the collar thus far, and that will bring Willie Harris up now. He'll grab a bat and hit here.
Now being brought in now to hit for the pitcher. Hopefully he can get a base hit to see if they can increase this lead.
This one's grounded foul wide of first. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. He's behind 0-2. On the ground to second, and he's got it now. That's one. And two, double play. That Keystone area can get a little rough, Steve. Nice turn on the double play.
Just the way they draw it up. Great pivot by the shortstop.
Here's Brandon Phillips, 2 down. Had a couple of hits, 4 trips to the plate. And starts him out here. Here's a swing, a fly ball deep down the line and right. And that'll do it as Pence puts it away. Only 5 pitches to get out of that inning. That'll rest your arm. And it'll be the Phillies. Chase Utley leading it off. 0 for 3 to this point. And doing the pitching, it's going to be Aroldis Chapman as the Reds decide to bring in a reliever. And as he gets into this Philadelphia lineup, Steve, strategy-wise?
Well, with Aroldis Chapman on the mound, it's going to be all about that insane fastball, topping 100 miles per hour regularly. A good power slider as well, but command is the most critical factor. Can he throw strikes?
And Utley watches that one outside.
Well, it's getting late right now. They're down a bunch, so they need a big inning here. They can't wait till the 9th to try to come all the way back. They need to try to do something now.
Strike, and it's 2-1. Second lifetime AB, looking to go 1 for 2 with a hit off Chapman. That one taken by Utley for a strike.
Well, he doesn't want to lose him. A 2-2 count. He's going to go right at him. He's got a good fastball. This is the time to use it.
Swing and a miss on the slider. 1 out.
Good chance to take a look at this slider right here, Gary.
Fantastic piece of pitching to get that out, John.
Well, that's the part of pitching you love. He's looking for a fastball. He's expecting a fastball, and then just drop one right off the table. What a pitch.
Ryan Howard's batting now. There's one away. Ground out victim last time through. Ball 1.
Look, Gary, with 1 out right here, they still have time in this inning to try to generate some runs. They need to score here in this 8th inning and not leave it all to the 9th.
Now 1 ball, 1 strike. He watched that fastball that was in there.
You know, you get so used to what Ryan Howard can do in the batter's box, you almost get jaded by the numbers he produces. Last year, 33 homers and 116 RBIs.
2-1 pitch from Chapman. That one fouled off by Howard. Ryan Howard's numbers, we talked about the 116 RBIs, good enough for 3rd in the National League, John.
Yeah, and there's so many great first basemen in the National League that sometimes Ryan Howard can get lost in the shuffle as who do you think's the best run producer as far as first basemen go. That's a tough argument to have. I think Howard's right there at the top, though, with Joey Votto.
Here's Hunter Pence batting with 2 down. Strike 1! Lifetime 289 off Cincinnati. Strike started off the at-bat 0-1.
Gary, I think right now that you've got to consider trading outs for runs.
He swings and drives this one. And that'll end the half-inning. Stubbs there to make the play. And they're unable to make any noise here in this half-inning. And we've got Cozart batting. He's going to lead off the home half of the 8th. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a rocket towards short. And he throws on to first with the out and away.
First baseman, number 19.
And it's Joey Votto now. He is just a triple shy of the cycle now.
Well, it's the toughest leg of the cycle to get, but if he hits it into the gap, look at him run.
And the first pitch. It's 0-1 as he swings and misses at that fastball.
Nobody on base right now with 1 out, and that's what you need. You need outs and maybe a break from base runners for a little bit here. How about a quick inning to get back in and score some runs?
This one's popped in the air, drifting towards the right side. Utley will field. 2 away.
For the Cincinnati Reds, right fielder, number 32.
Bruce at the plate. He is just a single from completing the cycle today.
Well, listen, he's got the tough part out of the way. Now all he needs is just a little sneaking single. Come on.
Any hole will do. The pitch. He swings on that 0-0 delivery, misses the fastball. Strike one.
Well, boy, wouldn't you have loved to seen him connect with that one to see how far that would go. Fastball hitter on fastball pitcher, but he came up empty.
And that's a strike. Bruce is going to have to take a little defensive stance here. This one hit, and a long foul ball down the left side. There's a swing and a ground ball played by Utley. Throws on to first. Side is retired. Well, that was a quick inning right there. 7 pitchers. And Mayberry batting. He homered back in inning number 2.
Don Mayberry.
First pitch on the way. Swing liner back up the middle. And that gets through for a base hit. So Placido Polanco coming up.
You're talking about a guy who's swinging a pretty hot bat right now. His 3rd hit of this ball game, and it comes with nobody out in the inning.
He'll be seeking his first hit of the game. Not a lot of luck so far. Little warm-up action going in the bullpen. That's a right-hander up and throwing.
Well, they're going to wait for the right-handed hitter on deck to get announced, and then they'll probably make the move to the pen.
Chapman sends the 0-1. A swing and a fly ball to left center field. One away.
Coming to bat for the Philadelphia Phillies, catcher number 51.
And Ruiz settles in. Flew out last time. 1 out. Runner on at first. And here's the first one. Missed, ball 1.
He tried to backdoor that pitch, but left it out and away.
Chapman with the pitch. Slider just misses the black. Falls behind 2-0. Line shot into center field. And that's a base hit. Ruiz on board.
Coming to bat.
What a great opportunity here for the Phillies.
The slider's a little bit easier to hit when that break is coming to you as a hitter as opposed to moving away from you. You just have to make sure you clear your hands. He does a good job right there.
A smash towards the hole. Votto for 1. And he's going to hang on to it. No relay, so they will not get the double play. Jimmy Rollins with 2 on. Popped out at foul territory last time. Here's the first pitch. And it's fouled off. Chapman sends the 0-1. Good eye by Jimmy Rollins. Stays away from that one, and it evens it up. He lays off that one, but it's a called strike. 1-2.
Well, the pitcher's executing his game plan. He knows these hitters. He knows how he wants to pitch.
And a fly ball, and this could be it. This one's going to be fielded by Stubbs. That's going to be a wrap. Final out of the ball game.
Well, they win a great one here today, Gary, and it's all because of the pitching. Outstanding pitching, really leading them to victory.
Always like to recognize the player of the game, and we've got one today. Joey Votto, an exceptional offensive effort in this one.
Well, anytime you have 3 legs of the cycle, you know you've had a decent enough game to help your team win. Look, would he love to hit the triple?
Steve, it seemed like they knew from the get-go they had it. This was going to be their day, and they were right.
You and I like the close games just because there's a little more intrigue